Yo, what up, boys? Give us a sec. Welcome, everybody.
Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. We're here about 25 minutes early before the games. I'm GK Racer 31C.
What up, boys? Glad this first time doing a little face camping. I did one in the past streams, but we kind of thought we'd do a little collab here, something special for the Ocean Cup Finals. Turns out GK lives not too far away from me, so we're gonna kind of just go over some stats, break down a couple things before the game starts, and let me pull up a couple images here. I'm starting to get links. Keep in mind, guys, there's 3 POVs from each team. So I'm gonna have to start doing that. But I will bring up images here for GK to kind of break down.
So at this point, we're here at the finals. It's been a long time. I think this tournament started the first weekend of September or something close to that. So it's been a long time for a lot of these teams. I think it was 9 teams from the North American bracket and 21 or 22 teams from the European bracket for this one. So it's
break these down if you want.
This will be a fun one. So Crimson Dragons came from the European bracket. They this will be their 3rd Ocean Cup appearance, and week 1 they beat L86. Week 2 they actually won against Salty. Week 3 a 2-0 win against Iolo. Week 4 they went 2-1 against Snulk. Actually I take that back. That's during the eliminations for that one. they ended up being UGF, and then for the final, or the second to last round of the preliminary bracket, they actually won against my team, Task Force Kraken. They would go on to win against Iolo the next week, 2-0. They would make their way through eliminations, beating Anchor, Snulk, SOA, losing to Pain 2 weeks ago in a really close tiebreaker game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
They won against SOA last week, and well, they make their way back up from the losers bracket back up into the finals, so they can try to get revenge on Pain's Armada here. And I mean, Pain's Armada basically just been the real contenders this tournament. So winning against LBF, Anchor, SOA, losing to Iolo actually in the second to last round of prelims, getting really off balance there. They refocused, brought it back, won against DHL in prelims, and have won every single matchup since against Joker Nord, Black Bandits, Iolo, and Crimson Dragons, their first time facing each other. So this will be their second time, and it'll be a big redemption arc basically if CRD is able to win this, or if Pain is just gonna be able to just keep their title at the top at this point. So
it's gonna be a good game. CRD really wants to do a little rematch from that defeat they had against Pain, and this is gonna be a great game. We'll see what CRD kind of changed up to go up against Pain. Pain did have their bye week to kind of chill and do a little bit more planning, maybe analyze some footage. So
and for this week, we're gonna have, it was a new map poll specifically just for finals, so we're gonna have Hotspot first, followed by Neighbors, Tears of the Desert, Two Brothers, then finishing it off with North, everyone's favorite map. So this would be a good one because Hotspot we didn't really get to see that much because it was the tiebreaker round for the preliminary round. So the only Pain actually got a little bit of experience on this map in prelims, but CRD never got to play Hotspot in prelims. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Neighbors we've seen a little bit during elims. Tears of the Desert, I may be mistaken, but I personally haven't seen it yet. Two Brothers, probably one of, in my opinion, one of the best competitive matches, and one of the ones that I'm really excited for because you always have that threat of bringing something big down the middle and that looming threat that you have over your team that you have to counteract should it happen. So you've always got interesting strategies on Two Brothers. And then North, well, that's been Pain's Armada's really their struggling point this tournament has been North. So they have to try to figure out, should it go to a final game, well, this is going to be their chance to prove it. So it's just all about rebounding for them, and just it'll be a good game. It'll be a really good game.
So I'm gonna send my fellow co-host, aka Mr. Forehands. There, you guys saw it. He does have 4 hands. You just can't see 2 though. 2 are,
they're below the waist.
Exactly. So those are. One of them might be offline. So those are all 3 things. Everybody in chat, I can't see your names at the moment, but just shout out to everyone that is tuning in. I'm just working behind the scenes to bring you guys the best stream. It's going to be 3 POVs from each team. So I'm just kind of, dialing in those settings right now. Goodbye, by the way, if you want to say hi to the chat.
Hi, guys.
My sister.
Hello.
The coffee sister.
Yep.
Need my coffee, boys.
We've got from Pain, the PVs that we're gonna have today is me, Big Sip, and Rambo. So we're gonna have probably 2 destroyer POVs in Rambo and Meat, and then big tip is a battleship and cruiser switch. So we'll have some good POVs, probably some of the best destroyer gameplay that you're gonna see the entire tournament, and then yeah, we're just waiting to see who we get from Crimson Dragons at the moment. So you guys can't see, but off screen I've got my laptop that I'm able to watch all the POVs from here, as well as the stream POV. So
yeah, I'm just doing all the behind the scenes work at the moment because
he's a real hard worker here.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage 6 streams at once. So I am gonna go and transition to this screen real quick while I dial in some settings. Let me know how the audio is, guys, if the mic audio is too loud, or if let me know if you guys are seeing any issues. Alright, boys, we are getting the CRD links incoming. We'll be playing a little promo trailer that actually GK Racer produced. So a huge shout out to him. Back here after I dial in all the settings.
Also, to answer your question, Swindle, what maps do we think are going to be the turning points? Well, I mean, looking at the map pool for this week, looking at it a little bit more closely, Hotspot, I think, can go either way. I think Neighbors is really going to be the one that's going to determine the momentum, that game 2, because Hotspot is going to be a really good brawl. It's going to be a really good game, especially on that eastern side. You can definitely get a battleship, or especially if you put a Louisiana out on that right side, you can have it there and strike basically everything in that cap. And with the bans for this week, real quick, the bans for this week are both teams have banned Vampire 2, so Vampire 2, especially its ability to be able to hold ground in that hotspot cap, you're not going to have it for this one, and it's really hard to get a destroyer in and out of that cap safely. So we could potentially see some darings that try to play that cap with the short burst smokes for them to be able to go dark often. Could potentially see a Z52 to be able to get spotting on that cap, and then you get airstrikes on it from a Howden or a Louisiana. But to be fair, as soon as I actually say that, Pain banned Z52 and Vampire, so those are the boats that Crimson Dragons are not capable of running today, and the Brisbane and Vampire 2 is what has been banned for Pain. So Crimson Dragons trying to keep the Brisbane advantage that they have with Godzini with CRD, and then just trying to nerf that ability, that 10-5 radar for the Brisbane, so that Pain can't bring that. If they want to bring a radar similar to it, they'd have to bring either the 9-9 from Des Moines or Minotaur, or they can potentially, if they want to go really crackhead, they could bring the 11-7 radar from Stalingrad. So it's just gonna be, I think that game too, that Neighbors game, especially with how bogged down you can get in the middle to the south, it's going, that I absolutely believe is going to be the map that is going to influence the outcome of this series, I should say. So it's gonna be a good one, but that's absolutely the map that I think 100% is gonna be the biggest headache for these teams. They have to try to win that game specifically to keep their momentum going.
I'm sending you the.
Yep,
those are two separate links I just sent you from CRD, right?
Yep. So I've got.
Should have one of the pains.
I've got Ironblood, Catan, and Chris. So.
I'm sending you. We should have 6 in total, right?
Yep. Got all 6.
Is one of the pains ones offline?
Yeah, Big Zip hasn't started yet.
Sorry guys, welcome everybody. It's just 6 POVs. I'm just dialing all the settings in right now, so it's kind of hectic.
The one with actually 4 hands.
Yeah. No, GK's got his other 2 hands helping me.
Oh yeah.
Did I say?
No, I got them all. The CRD logo over the plate.
I'm missing one. Through what I have right here. So from CRD I have this one, Ironblood.
Ironblood, there should be one.
And then
Oh,
I
yeah,
have this
got
one.
two. I've got 2. Well, this second one? Yeah, that's okay. We've got Ironblood
And then
Chris right
I
now.
have this one, and then there's a third that I'm missing. There,
I think Catan said it was. Pastor's Choice
so
or something.
Japan sent me, okay, this one, the monk. Wait,
Oh, that's it. Sorry. Or sorry, Ox.
okay. I need to see that to be right. Alright, so let us know if the webcam is gonna be too big or distracting during the game. For my POV, I see it on big screen, but I'll kind of see how it looks on Okay, so that's...
That might be a little big.
Yeah.
That might be a little big.
Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking has made a statement about artificial intelligence, basically warning us that could lead to the end of mankind. It's very a complex algorithm of artificial intelligence, and we got onto the subject of it, and here's what he has
There
to
should
say.
be a outlet. Yeah, unplug any of the iPhone.
And redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race.
Fire.
Got almost all.
Yeah. Oh, it was this.
There we go. Got it. Yeah, it's pretty. There we go.
Yours isn't working.
Oh, I see.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have.
Thank you.
That good?
Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't
Please move.
compete.
Oh, good.
So looking at who we've got for this first game.
Okay, yeah. Let me adjust something.
Okay. So looking at who we've got for this first game here, at least from Pain's Armada, we've got Potato Meep, 6 Feet Deep, White Wolf, Angel Rambo, Galaxy Wolf, KWA Halo, Big Sip, Killer Priest, and Psyche Thought. So a bunch of really like super talented players there. Psyche, one of the best cruiser players in the entire game. He just got 420,000 plus damage in Janan. I think that was a day or two ago, something like that. Priest been going after that Vampire 2 record that Chimera Master from Tassor's Kraken has currently, but he's been going after that pretty religiously now for a little bit. Big Sip, one of the better Battleship players I've seen in the game, as well as KWA Halo, both of them extremely talented Battleship players. Galaxy Wolf, also from another extremely talented cruiser player right there. Rambo and Meep, your insane destroyer players. 6 could be a destroyer or could be a cruiser. I've seen him play a little bit of defensive tournament and everything. In Summer League, he was playing a little bit of Z46 and such. So that was also Lambo that did that as well. So we'll see exactly what he does for that. And then White Wolf, your founder of Panzer Armada and one of your best Battleship players out there. So this entire team right here, these 9 players on Panzer Armada, are an absolutely stacked team here. Crimson Dragons with Seriox, Jacka, KDS, Chris, Karhala, Ironblood, Maverick, Patan, and we're waiting for that 9th player. But again, obviously I play a little bit more with Panzer Armada, just as a North American player. Of course, with the time zones and everything, I play mostly on North American time zones, so I play more with Panzer Armada, but the CRD guys as well, extremely talented players. I'd imagine that probably the one that we're waiting on is Rising Phoenix's Godzini.
I got my logo over someone's name. I apologize for that. Potato, did not mean that. So, guys, I'm gonna be doing a little giveaway here for the community, kind of just to give back. I kind of like through memberships and donos, you know, I'll keep some to, you know, upgrade like my mic eventually or something. But I really like giving back to you guys like we did last stream, so I'm gonna be doing a raffle again for $5 and some $10 Xbox, PlayStation, Steam gift cards. Basically, I'll set up the bot in a bit, and then every few minutes, every 10 minutes or so, you guys just do exclamation raffle. You'll see the bot appear in chat. But first, I just wanted to, you know, play a little introduction video, and so give me a sec here to set it up.
Yeah, it's about to. Their game's about to go live. So.
Huge shout out to GK for making that Ocean Cup Finals intro. Looks like the teams are starting to ready up. GK will kind of break it down for you guys
So
while I set up the bot.
We've got instantly here. We've got Meep and Z, Priest and Gdansk, Rambo and Kleber, Psych and Minotaur, Six in defense, Galaxy and Des Moines, Big Sip and Conqueror, White Wolf and Preussen, Halo and Loria, Maverick and Kleber, Seriox and Gdansk, Ironblood and Daring, Karhala and Howden, Jacka and Napoli. Napoli is a huge pick on this map. I actually really like that. Defense as well. Brisbane, Ohio, BA Monty. So right here we're looking at, for Pain, it's a 3-3-3, 3 cruiser, 3 destroyer, 3 battleship. And for Crimson Dragons, this is a 3-4-2, 3 destroyer, 4 cruiser, 2 battleship, with 3 of these cruisers actually having the overmatch power to be able to punch through a Minotaur nose, that being Howden, Napoli, and the defense all have the AP overmatch to be able to get through a Minnow nose. So Psych is going to have to be very conscious of his positioning this game. So immediately looking at it, we've got Gdansk over at C for Crimson Dragons. We have the Daring that spawn in the middle. We have, for Pain's Armada, we have Z52 that spawned in middle for them. And we have Kleber that spawned over on the B side. So I'd imagine for Angel Rambo here, he's probably going to go out to that J6 area. Get a lot of early spotting out there. Use his speed, use his conceal to kind of just bully off any kind of destroyer that tries to come at him. And then Chris in the Ohio for Crimson Dragons, also on that B side, going to be using a lot of support there.
be having some audio. I can't hear any audio yet. I hope it's not all of them playing at once.
So immediate from positioning from each team that I see, we've got on Payne's Armada, their Z52 is going to try to play the middle here. It's basically your point as a destroyer here in the middle is just basically to try to make sure that other destroyer can't make it into your spawn, get your home base, and be able to spot your entire team from your spawn. You'll be able to draw back a bunch of that enemy team into you while you guys can get aggressive on the flank. So immediately we also see Payne's Armada putting a cruiser into B. Let me see if I can find a POV that tells us what cruiser that is. I can't tell exactly. I'd imagine with that positioning, that's probably a defense. The fact that it's that deep, that early, and on that island, already slinging torps into the cap. So
there is no audio. Do you have any audio on your end? Like from my stream?
oh, I haven't been.
Like if you pull up mine.
Yep.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on the intro video.
Oh, it's still in the intro. Okay. Because I'm not seeing any audio coming through. Sometimes does that.
Oh, Gdansk gets spotted here for Payne's Armada. So it's a Gdansk versus Gdansk battle here. Seriox versus Killer Priest. So Gdansk is just barely going to go dark there. Able to get out of the grasp of him over there. So both these Gdansk over here are going to have to try to make sure that they win this engagement, because this side over here, over at sea, it's really hard to exist as a cruiser on this island with that potential cruiser or destroyer spotting. And we see already that CRD battleship potentially going to go all the way out to A3 to try to get shots on that Payne's Armada cruiser that's on sea. Just utilizing that crossfire they get on that side of the map as hard as they can there. But they also got to remember, they've only got 2 battleships. They've got one over at that B3 currently, and the Ohio over on the wide flank, which I believe it's the Napoli as well. That's over... I take it back. It's the defense, actually. That's on B for Crimson Dragons there as well. So this is just this early game here. Since B is being contested, no one dares go into C at this point. This is just this is just stall. Try to get as much flying. Try to get as much damage on the bigs as much as possible. That being the cruisers and the battleships here. Because if you can force them back, then you can go after the destroyers at this point. With the way that both of these teams play, they both play very passively. So it's going to be on them to... And it looks like the defense is full sending here for CRD onto this cap at B. He recognizes that the battleship is out of position for Payne's Armada to be able to stop him or do anything about it. So he's getting aggressive on this cap here. Angel Rambo going to get counter-spotted by the enemy Kleber, that being Maverick. Both of them pop their engine moves to go dark because they're both running Go All Out from Robin LaFierce. And the Minotaur goes down to the defense over on the... That looks like to be in B there. So that was actually the Minotaur, not the defense in the cap for Payne's Armada. I take it back. I believe that was actually a dev strike potentially from the defense. And I said at the beginning of the game, he had to be conscious about his positioning. We've got Z52 on Daring Action in the middle. So that B side is going to be really hard for Payne's Armada to play at this point, because the defense getting a foothold in there is extremely difficult. I showed it in Fleet Cup Season 4, where I got the featured clip for Wargaming. It's really hard to get a defense out of that middle cap without it just literally annihilating anything that goes in there. It is basically the final boss of that cap at this point. They're able to get the point stick there. They have a ship advantage for CRD at this point. So they're able to sit here on B looking pretty. They've basically just got to sit here, maintain their ground. They are putting a little bit of pressure on C as well. And their Seriox over there. Oh, this is we've got a fight between Rambo and Maverick here. Both of which trading pretty evenly with each other at this point.
Let's hop over to that.
Rambo's gonna attempt to go dark here. He does 11k to the enemy Kleber. Kleber has done roughly 15k to him at this point. Getting a few more shots into him. Rambo also has his engine damage, so he's gonna take a little bit more shots. The Ohio is not in secondary range. He takes a fire on that last shot, but he's able to DCP it.
There we go. Alright, yeah, I am gonna fix this audio, guys, in a sec, but yeah, sorry about that. Oh yeah, so it looks like Payne is down 2 ships already. I'm gonna let GK continue his awesome commentary. I just have so much stuff to do behind the scenes, managing 6 of these POVs, plus the giveaway, and the audio issue, so I'll let GK continue with some background music playing while I fix the audio for each team.
Oh, and Z52 goes down in the middle as well, so, I mean, Payne losing out really badly here this first game. So they've got 2 cruisers and their middle destroyer down, so that enemy Daring is going to have basically free reign of this middle here with Ironblood. He's still got another heal left as well, so he can get a lot of damage pumping here in the middle. C is currently getting taken by Payne's Armada, but they're down by almost 300, or actually by over 300 points at this point. So they have to make some big plays, and they need to make them now to try to bring this game back. So CRD have got a Napoli and a Brisbane on this island over here at C that they're just using here. They're just exercising their force. Killer Priest is losing really badly to Seriox over here on his flank. Just every time he tries to take a fight, he gets shot at by 3 boats, and he has none in return that can return fire on that man, so he's just doing what he can at this point. Ironblood gonna keep getting all of his health back. He's gonna pop some torps towards the defense there in C. So it's basically Ironblood's job at this point in the middle to be able to keep as much area back on the Loria and the defense as much as possible at this point. So Loria takes a big bomb drop from Howden there. So yeah, I mean, just with the map control that CRD have at the moment, I don't really see a way for Payne to come back from this, because they can't get aggressive on the quote aggressive side over at B. They just have to. C is where you mainly try to play passive as these teams. They lost the B side, they're having to play passive on both sides. Oh, and Halo gets practically dev struck by the Ohio there in middle. Just hits him right in the shellcatcher, probably gets a triple citadel through that shellcatcher towards the rear. Just an absolutely massive hit on him. So Royson's on fire as well. So the Gdansk goes down as well for Payne's Armada. Yeah, this is basically a G. So I'm just gonna wait for all the rest of this. I mean, Payne is obviously still gonna try. They're here in the finals for a reason, but this first game, CRD just absolutely crushed them.
Audio, man. I think it's just too many POVs. When you have this many POVs, it just
doesn't like it.
It just can't handle this many POVs. So for the next game, I'm gonna make a little adjustment, guys, and might need to knock. It's just a clusterfuck with this many POVs. So let me try to make a little adjustment.
That's a GG for that first game. So Payne's Armada, I didn't even think they took a single boat from CRD. They lost 7 boats in return, so really rough situation for them. there. I'm confident they can come back from that, but I mean, that was a rough first game. They just got to come back here. So, and I did say the second game here for Neighbors, I think this Neighbors game is going to be where all this momentum is. So if CRD win this next game, I think they have a very, very, very strong shot of winning, especially because they'd be up 2-0. And Payne would have to do a reverse sweep on some maps that they, admittedly, they say themselves are not the greatest on. So this is do or die at this point for them.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so we've got the second game for Neighbors. We got the boats getting picked here. For Payne's Armada, we're looking at a Z52, Gdansk, Kleber, Minotaur, Venezia, Des Moines, Conquer, Preußen, Loria. For Team 2, that is Crimson Dragons, we're looking at a Gdansk, Daring, Gearing, Howden, Brisbane, Defense, Preußen, BA, Monty, Ohio. So this is going to be, for both of these teams, for better or for worse, this is crunch time, I think, especially for Payne's Armada on this map. They have to try to win this map to stay in this fight. So, yeah, it's on them to basically show why they're here. We've got 5-2 Conceal on the Z52, probably running Eric Bay, I'd have to imagine. Sims is definitely one of his inspirations. The other inspiration is more than likely Swarovski to try to get his Conceal as low as it possibly can to extend that Hydro range. Or that Hydro buffer for himself, especially because they aren't having to go against things like Vampire 2 or a Z52, so they aren't going to have to worry about that counter sonar threat with that Z52. They're just going to have to worry about the potential smoke radar from a Gdansk, which is Gdansk spawns at sea anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But I mean, we'll see here. I mean, obviously that first game didn't go, I think, the way that anyone really expected or thought at this point. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes here for the second game. Vlad's over here working overtime trying to
I'm just trying to get this audio dialed in, guys. So go ahead and exclamation raffle if you're in that giveaway.
So initial positioning here, looking at least Seriux that we got the POV for on screen right now, going up to this wide point on C here, trying to play that that wide side, trying to put some torps in the cap, maybe put some torps at an inopportune angle that maybe Pain's Armada wouldn't be expecting them to come from. So trying to just absolutely torp flood that gap there. They've actually got cross torps from the defense as well into that spot that they know that that enemy destroyer is at. So Conqueror also gets spotted up there north of C for Pain's Armada. They have a... Holy cow, that's actually based as can be. CRD bringing a gearing on this map to potentially smoke up that cruiser over at A. That is outrageously based. I absolutely love that strat. And that's something that you could see more of a Salty Sailors. I've seen them do a lot of that. We tried it a little bit. But these are... That's an absolute, especially bringing in gearing for that, especially with the way that gearing's gotten buffed the 2 updates ago. It's a solid pick now, especially when you don't potentially have the opportunity to bring some of these other ships like Vampire 2 and such. It can be a pretty decent choice now, especially if you want to smoke up things that smoke. If you're able to give it spotting or whatever it is that you put in it, whether it be a Henry IV, which I would be shocked if anyone brought that. We don't have that in these games. Brisbane, defense, all these ships that they're planning on bringing, even like a Minotaur or things of that nature, it'll just do absolutely billions of damage in that smoke. So Pain's Armada get a quick cap lead up here at C, so they're gonna get the points starting to trickle in here. And over there at A, we actually see Pain's Armada playing really aggressively with that Des Moines to try to get it onto A. He's going to get looked at by the Ohio here in the middle. Ohio's probably going to take a shot as soon as he gets a good acquisition on him. He takes a shot with the rear turrets. We'll see what it does. Galaxy Wolf playing really aggressively here, down to 10,000 health, or less than 10,000 health. He's able to bunker himself on that island. The Ohio unfortunately misses completely there. Minotaur here able to get a few shots into the Ohio. That's a really risky spot for that Minotaur to play. That island is really rough for him to play, especially with that battleship positioning over at C4 Crimson. Holy cow! Seriux is doing loop-de-loops up at I1 with his Gdansk just keeping perma-spotting in their backline. I don't know exactly how much battle impact he's having up there, but at least, I mean, he's doing cartwheels up there. That's for sure. Des Moines gets respotted here. Chris take the shot with the front guns. Doesn't have Arthas available right now. No hits with the front guns. Takes a decent shot from Preuss in return. Rear guns, he takes it. I think he still had the locked on dispersion for that shot. Takes the blind shot with the front guns. Pops the Arthas plane because that's how confident in himself he's going to be. He gets 2 penetrations with the rear turrets. It's not enough to get him though. 1 pen with the blind fire. Yeah, that Des Moines is absolutely on his last legs. So that battleship just now gets spotted for Pain's Armada down at A. So Pain playing really aggressively here, up to 130 point advantage already early in this game. Rambo able to stay here with his 5-6 conceal on A with his Kleber, with Andrews not active with Robin LaFears. He's basically just chilling here and just ego challenging. If these guys want to come get his Des Moines off this island, they're gonna have to ego challenge into his torps, into his reload boost. Gdansk from Seriux eats a lot of damage off screen that we couldn't see earlier. Angel Rambo taking the fight with the gearing. Down goes the Des Moines for Pain's Armada.
I'm just trying to fix this game audio, guys, but it's
Z52 in this middle cap for Pain's Armada, just basically sitting here, ego challenging as much as he can. So even though Pain lose that Des Moines with that really aggressive position that they're down on A, the gearing is able to sit there and basically ego challenge the Kleber back at this point. Are we gonna see Daring eat a torp? Daring just barely dodges those torps on the B cap. So Payne's Armada, even with losing that cruiser, still have a 130-point advantage. So they do lose out on that radar cruiser, especially because that was probably a Beepley Des Moines. So they lose out on a really good aggressive radar down on that southern cap. And I don't know exactly how much support they're really going to be able to put down on that cap. That's probably going to be some points that CRD is going to be able to start clawing back here on the southern end of this map. And it looks like that aggressive play for CRD up to the very north, the I and J line, up in I and J 1 and 2, looks like that's gotten stalled out a little bit. So Kleber potentially getting radar down there at A. Chris taking as many blind fires as he can on Psych here in the middle. Oh, we got Angel Rambo actually taking this open water fight against the Brisbane, getting some Citadels here. Able to get a little bit of damage, but he's taking a lot of damage in return here. Needs to try to avoid taking a permafire here because he's going to get out of his unstoppable range. 25 seconds till he gets another DCP back. He's spotted here because he was shooting at the Brisbane. Goes dark. Still some more shots coming in. No fire yet. Last shot from the gearing, and that gearing shot does not do any fires yet either.
Very lucky not getting set on fire. Ohio did get a Citadel and doink someone pretty good. Looks like
that was probably blind fire on Psych in the middle there, I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, he did get a good Citadel. Dodging some torps here.
Meep is just absolutely ego challenging the heck out of this daring in the middle, knowing that he can't do anything. Respots him with the Hydro. Just momentarily though, as the Ohio and the defense actually for CRD playing a little bit more aggressive here on the middle cap. They know that they have to try to save their daring here and push away the Z52, so he stops basically contesting them here for free. So Payne's Armada with still a 140 point advantage. B is getting stalled out for them, and they are losing points up at the wing caps. So, I mean, they currently have the lead points-wise. They don't have the lead ship-wise. They are absolutely never going to take A back. C or B is getting pushed pretty aggressively against them, and C, they've lost all their momentum up there. They have to try to make a play somewhere here. Torp's coming in on the Gdansk here. He's going to pop his engine boost, which actually is pretty detrimental to his acceleration, because for those of you who don't know at home, the Pan-European gunboat DD line, as the Gdansk, Katsona split, things of that nature have, their engine boost is only a 5% engine boost. It's the worst engine boost in the entire game, and it also overrides the game's coding for your British acceleration. So your British engines basically get destroyed, if you will, if you try to use that engine boost, and you can't really accelerate that well. You can decelerate a little bit better, but that acceleration gets nerfed really hard. 2 torp hits from Meep in the middle here on the Ohio.
Torp, yeah.
He gets a shot on this Conqueror here, basically flat broadside. We'll see what it'll do. No Arthas available for this shot.
That
looks decent.
Yeah, might get a little Citadel. No, none of the.
Only 6K on him. Yeah. Not a big shot for him whatsoever.
I know, guys. There's still audio problems. We have a DD radared. Seriox is radared, but he is just using this island. CRD has a really good cap. Actually, no, I take that back. They are taking A. I think CRD just needs to play the long game here.
Seriox actually getting shot by a Psych in the middle here.
Yeah.
He's able to try to play this as aggressively as he can. He's almost playing it more like a... What's the name of that new map? Ooh, a nice shot from Chris in Ohio in the middle, actually getting a 2 hits on the Gdansk from 12 kilometers, or not 12, 17 kilometers away. And down actually goes Killer Priest. So they're actually able to get that Gdansk because of some of the damage that Chris was able to pump out there from 17 kilometers away on a Gdansk. That's a hard shot to hit.
See if turning the second screen off.
Okay. So we've got Seriox here, basically just absolutely ego challenging this cap, just chilling here. Playing it very much like, what's the name of that What's the name of the stupid map that just came out like a few updates ago, like Loop or something? Oh, my memory is failing me.
I'm just so pissed off I can't get this audio to work, man. But looks like one of the giveaways ended. I will do that in a check on that in a sec here after this game.
So Gdansk's still able to stay in his smoke. He's got another 25 seconds of smoke to be able to farm out that Gdansk. Potato Meep still just ego challenging here in B. He has no hydras left. This is why I kind of like for Z52, because of the fact that you have that 5.6 sonar or 5.7. I don't remember exactly what it
I
is.
think it's 5.6.
Either 5.6 or 5.7. He's able to, if you have the 4 sonars, if you're running acoustic chamber, your hydro range is going to roughly match your detection range. You have to play a little bit passive when you don't have your hydro, but when you have your hydro available, you can kind of just sit there and ego challenge people. So, yeah, that was the name of it. Loop was the name of it. So Loop was kind of that first map where we're seeing Seriox play very similarly, where you just bunker a DD on that cap, on that island, and basically just exercise your space as much as you can. Chris gonna take no torpedoes here, actually.
Conquer gets a solid shot. CRD is playing this amazing. I mean, Payne is down 4 ships right now. 1 DD. This is gonna be tough to come back from for Payne.
Ohio gonna take the shot on the Conqueror here as the Conqueror tries to turn out. Arthas still up on this shot. Not exciting results for him though. That Conqueror is super saturated.
Yeah.
Rambo's still alive against this Brisbane. If he can potentially catch him off guard here, he can maybe put some citadels into him. With Kleber into a Brisbane with that amount of health, it would probably take 2 salvos to do so. So he needs to try to pick his time when and where available. I feel like where he is right here with the point that his team's at, yeah, the Conqueror goes down, Preußen's down. They've got a minute left in this game. The destroyers basically we got Rambo, Meep, and Psyche able to survive as much as they can this game, but unfortunately, again, no ships lost for CRD at the moment. So
CRD just took notes, and they are just, this is a complete just 360 180 from what we saw 2 weeks ago. CRD is just bringing their A game, so this looks like game 2. Let me look real quick. Yeah, Las Vegas odds show 99.96%
and it's over.
that Payne wins. Oh no, excuse me, CRD. CRD wins the game.
We can't get pushed back that hard, man.
So that we've got 2 games now.
We
down,
go from
so
triple cap to all the way in the map border.
In Ocean Cup 5, they are gonna have to reverse sweep this. And before Ocean Cup 5 started, when just looking off of lineups almost alone, on what's it called? CRD, I thought had probably the best lineup, in my opinion, at least. So they're really exercising that and showing that. I mean, just not even a ship loss so far, or they might have lost one at the end of that first game. But at least as far as I've seen,
I'm
not a
completely
single
fine
ship
to
lost,
admit,
and just
that cruiser on C has
pure
to
and utter
die though.
domination
If he's not dead, I'm
on
fucked.
The caps, on the damage trading game, being able to get the opportune shots when they need to on cruisers to try to take him out of the game. I mean, it's just such an exercise in skill that we've seen so far.
Yeah, CRD made a lot of changes, and it shows they are just very good.
So on this one with Tears of the Desert, we've got the Tears of the Desert here for this game 3. I would imagine we can maybe even see a 4 DD strat on this one, because on the north and south of this map, it's really hard to play aggressively with any kind of big ships, and a lot of the spotting game, you can exercise that really hard.
Everyone's in the room but you, Sep.
potentially up to 4 destroyers. And for a Payne's Armada that they have their Vampire 2 that's been banned, but that's the only destroyer that's been banned for them. They don't have the ability to play the Brisbane, but they can play potentially a Z52, Kleber, Gdansk, and Holland if they want to go that route and just win the spotting game as much as they can, because it appears right now that's what they're losing on the hardest is just their destroyers are getting diffed, their cruisers and battleships aren't able to support them from their perspective. So
It's gonna work either. I am sorry guys for the lack of audio. Very unfortunate. So here we go. Payne is gonna have to win 3 games in a row if
So
they
we've
want to
got-
take this.
we've got ships being picked now for each team. So we've got for Payne's Armada for Tears of the Desert, we're seeing another 3-3-3 Z52, Gdansk, Kleber, Minotaur, Defense, Des Moines, Vermont. We're bringing out the World Ender for Payne's Armada. I absolutely love it. Vermont, Preußen, Loria for Payne's Armada. For CRD, we've got a 3-4-2 for them. So 3
Swap.
destroyers in Kleber,
Swapping
Gdansk,
Kleber.
Daring.
52, I
Brisbane,
assume.
Howden, Napoli, Defense as their cruisers, and Preußen and Loria as their battleships. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see what a potential Vermont can do on this map. Being the absolute world ender that it is with the new buff that's gotten this update, the slight reload buff, which doesn't really make that much of a difference, but the penetration buff that it has now, it actually has the most pen for a 30 mil overmatched shell in the game, just barely beating out Ohio at this point. And especially if you run Jajard potentially as well, you get that pen up so high with Arthas as well, and potentially running Ale New Jersey as well. It's so much damage. It's so much oppressive damage onto cruisers that is really hard to do anything about, because you just have 12 457mm rifles that just go launching into cruisers from potentially up to almost 20 kilometers away, that it's really hard to do anything about as a cruiser in that situation. So I'm excited to see how it works. I really do hope that it works, because I want to see at least a game 4 at this point.
Yeah.
But
I do want Payne to win this game. I would love to see a 5-game finals for the championship. That would be epic. So hopefully Payne made some big changes here to adjust, because there is a lot of pressure on them to win this game. They have to. There's no cup.
yeah, there's no other way around it.
Tried to pin Warriors, right?
So
Warrior,
looking
let me
here,
see.
Rambo
They're
gonna play the B
yeah,
cap for
putting the
Payne's
mid
Armada.
BB&C.
We have Meat being down at the C cap, and for Crimson Dragons, we can see the north, the A side POV from Chris here. So we have POV is on every single cap for this one, which is awesome. Claver gets spotted instantly in the middle for Payne's Armada. Chris gonna take a shot at him from roughly 18 kilometers away with his Preußen.
He gets radared. Rambo is radared right now.
At the moment, able to avoid. Curious what that radar is, because he's not spotting it in return. He dodges the shots from the Preußen.
Might have been. Do they have a Gdansk?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It might have been Gdansk,
Yeah.
but it was weird. Oh, he does take a shot from, or a shell from something there. Interesting to me, the fact that. Let me go back to look at the ship picks again, just real quick.
Oh yeah, it is. It was a
Not
Gdansk
spotted.
that popped the radar.
Yeah, he pops a baby radar there in the middle. I'm actually completely and utterly shocked at this point to not see a Venezia from either side, especially for Godzini. I know as good as he is in Brisbane, he is just that terrifying as well in a Venezia. Venezia is absolutely incredible on this map. So I am, color me shocked that I am not seeing a Venezia in Game 3 here on this map. So we've got the World Ender.
This
taking some
Kleber I
shots
just
at
spotted.
the Preußen, not
And
able to
Napoli's
do
also
a
with
lot of
him.
damage. That's a 19-kilometer shot that they're just basically just tickling each other at range with. So
Wait, you guys are hearing game
There
audio
you go, I
now?
found him.
I mean,
Brisbane
that,
on the,
I can't really
Cruiser
control
Island.
their voice chat.
There's the radar. He's gonna push forward to keep me in it.
You guys still have audio here now, and if you
Or
guys
not.
do have voice audio, that's
Got club to shoot, got club to shoot.
on CRD or Payne's. I can't control that. That's just direct feed from them.
So Rambo is also, he ate a second radar.
Yeah,
during
I got
that time, and he's
I
down
got
to
C,
13,700
got
health
Brisbane
at
to
this
waste the
point.
radar.
So it's going to be tough for him to play against a Gdansk with 28,000 health in the middle here and really be able to win that engagement.
Yeah, I think really what's happening now, what I see is Payne is kind of dominating the flanks. And then Rambo
I'm
is kind
trying.
of just baiting
Shock me up
the
as best I can.
Gdansk radar, and then there's also a defense.
There he is.
So Rambo is just kind of
He's already smoked. There's your Colbert as
I
well.
This is a-
feel like kind of
25 seconds
contest
for
B,
Kleb.
you know,
Very good.
and let the flanks do their job. But he needs to stay
They've got
alive.
4 ships here at sea.
If Rambo dies, then that's no good. Narrowly avoids a torp there. Let me swap over to Seriox
Cannon
here.
sonar.
That's not live.
Oh, that is a little bit of a delay. I gotta sync that up. But let's go to.
Yeah, Chris is looking for the destroyers counter spot each other up here. We've got a Payne defense and CRD defense, both in that B cap now, able to allow their destroyers to reposition and not putting as much pressure on those destroyers to play these caps here at B, because it's getting stalled out and Payne's Armada is the only one getting points at this point. Potato Meep gonna get spotted.
Kleb
here
pushing
on
to
this
me
cap.
with speed boost.
That's the Kleber actually is exercising his conceal. Meep does not have
Yep,
a
radar
hydro
range.
ready.
I was gonna say, yeah, radar.
Gonna smoke up real quick, try to dodge some shots from Godzini here. Looks like he's narrowly able to avoid all the incoming damage.
He's forced to go to the right because of the torp.
Still getting some shots out on the Kleber here. I would imagine that if this guy goes dark at all, he's gonna keep shooting.
Radar
He
by
gets
Brisbane
radared
again.
by the Godzini and
But
the
hits
Brisbane
fire
here.
on.
Because the fact
Yep,
he's
I'm
in a smoke,
backing.
he's not gonna be able to counter spot him when he
That's a
shoots.
perma fire on Kleb.
That Kleber did take a lot of damage. So the Rambo
Meep
gets
still getting
Raiders
shot
down.
at.
was out of sync. Oh, let's see if the Parisian gets a shot on this defense.
Decent shot. Pen
Oh.
3 over pens on him. So, I mean, especially depending on what that defense is running, if they're running AL Cheshire, it's going to be really difficult for that Parisian to be able to do anything. But if he's going to do anything to him, it's going to be through plunging fire at this range, especially at 19 kilometers on defense. That is begging for big
Looked like
hits
he
on
got
that.
some
Um,
really good accuracy
Briz is my
there,
closest.
but I
Unfortunately, no
don't-
hits on
yeah,
him.
no
Kleb
hits.
ran.
Kleber gets respotted here in the middle for Angel Rambo.
Go ahead and swap over to Angel.
So we see the shot from Chris come out. We're going to watch it from Angel's POV in case if he gets hit here. He's hydroed by this defense, so he is in a really rough spot here. This defense is getting... the Payne defense here has been just getting bombed by Howden repeatedly. Rambo is able to take shots from Godzini down on the southern cap, so he's just got to make it out of it at this point. He's already baited 2 radars from that Gdansk. He needs to try to survive to bait that 3rd radar, but at this point, it looks like that middle defense is going to go down. He does.
Down
Chris
goes
going to take out
defense.
that defense in the middle here, so CRD still down on points, but up on ships. Where have I seen this before? Unfortunately, it's looking like it's maybe a repeat of the last few games, because at this point, they're able to stall out the A-cap here. The Vermont still kited out. The Preußen has been utilizing his skills effectively. Takes a decent shot from Vermont in return. Meep able to spot that Kleber, because Kleber does not
I keep him
have
sonar.
his
Does anybody have
available
shots?
right now, so he has 5-6 conceal. Able to get
Okay,
away
then
through
I'm
the
keeping
gap
it
there.
up
He's
sonar,
getting
then.
hydroed here, so potentially shots going to be able to go in on him. But at this point, looking
There's the last
at,
radar from Briz.
Payne and CRD, they're positioning down on that C cap. CRD is probably going to win that C cap at some point. It's just going to take him a little bit to win it.
CRD's
Yeah,
Parisian is getting torched down here. He is on a double fire.
There's Brisbane. There's Brisbane. Yeah.
It does appear to be, I believe, the Des Moines that's getting shots in on this Preußen up here.
Where's it gonna?
So,
No, I don't think so.
able to just exercise space.
Yeah, there's a double perma fire. Kill me, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, he's got a double fire on him. What is that destroyer in front of him? I believe that's a daring. Oh, the Z-52 goes down on the south side. I did say that CRD is probably going to win that flank, but they're just going to have to play it slow. Well, screw playing it slow, I guess. They're going to take out that Z-52 right now and try to get on that cap. Kleber's going to have nothing to contest him there. That battleship for... Oh, Gdansk gets spotted up here to the north for a priest. Takes a shot from Chris. Oh my goodness, they just absolutely slammed that daring in return, though. Massive hit on that daring. That was probably the world
ender.
ender.
Right now on the
On the battleship. CRD.
Yeah, there's just so. It is. There we go.
Rambo's got 6 KHP. Can he kill this guy before he dies?
Turning in broadside to those Vermont shells, but I don't
proper plan.
think
It's throwing away our plan.
they're gonna cross. Yeah, they didn't clear.
He gets set here on a fire. It's not perma. He still has his DC available. Gonna take a blind fire towards Galaxy Wolf. That is a pretty decent. Oh, just barely land short on him. Gdansk's gonna smoke up here against the enemy daring to try to avoid taking too much damage, because that Gdansk, with the nerf that it had to its DPM, it's basically a Shimakaze amount of DPM at this point. That's the only, Shimakaze is the only boat that it beats in terms of DPM right now. Kleber gets respotted in the middle. Angel Rambo. He's gonna get shot at here by Seriox.
Go ahead and see if you can evade some of these.
Trying to avoid as much as he can. Takes a fire. I don't know if that's permanent or not. At least with the fact that he hasn't DC'd it, it looks like it is. It's going to be really close if he's going to be able to live that or not. Taking about 80 damage per tick from that fire.
Yeah, it looks like...
0-2. Nope, he's not going to live it. So down goes Andrew Rambo, able to do as much as he can there. So now CRD have points advantage, cap advantage, spotting advantage, and boat advantage. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, this looks like this is probably another CRD win here. Priest exercising his space on the enemy daring, but I mean, oh, down goes the Napoli for CRD. So 5 minutes or just under 5 minutes left. Still a lot that can change in this game. Kane does go momentarily back up on points, but they lose it because of the points tick. So, still pretty decently close in points. Chris getting farmed out here, but he still has another heal available that's going to basically heal a lot of his health back. Brick takes a shot at him with HE. Going to do quite a bit of damage, but it gets him down to 30k health. He's going to DC. And he gets his heal back in 30 seconds, so I expect that he is probably going to stay alive with that. Oh, and they finally run down that Pain battleship down at sea there. That was just basically utterly left alone, unfortunately, down there. Chris gonna reload to the HE, try to maybe play with his daring, try to get some shots on that Gdansk. Some torpedoes coming in. His DC is down, so if he takes a flood here, he's permanent. Gonna take a flood on the first torpedo that gets there that he takes. Second torpedo hits him, no flood on the second one. 30 seconds for that flood, but he is healing, so he is going to live that.
This is
Reloads to the AP, and as soon as he reloads to the AP, of course that gets answered.
Yeah,
So
this is do or die.
Takes a double perma fire. He is going to get his DC back, and he is going to at least get one shot into this Gdansk, but his reload and the firing penalty of that Gdansk. Get one shot on him. Gdansk riding the border here. Takes a shot at him. Oh, he actually, with the amount of DOT that he had, he didn't get his DC back, so he's not going to live that.
Yeah, down goes Croatian here. Yeah, let me see if I can see the points.
CRD still with a points advantage currently. It's down to only 70 points at this point, but they do also still have a massive spotting and boat advantage. So able to exercise their points a lot more. The Pain Preußen is also very much on. If a Loria takes a few shots at him and a Brisbane takes a few shots at him, that's probably game over for that Preußen. So it's 2 minutes left here. 100 points behind for Pain's Armada. They're gonna have to pull off some miracles to get this game back. Still winnable. Still winnable. Still potentially a spot they can bring it back. Just very difficult if they do. Preußen is gonna go dark for Pain's Armada here. Brisbane is trying to get farmed out or they're trying to farm out this Brisbane as much as possible. Preußen gets respawned. He's got about 10,000 health, so I'd imagine Seriox is probably just going to turn himself into a gunboat here. He does. Not able to lob that first shot. Shots in on the Preußen from the Loria, and that's going to take him down. So with a minute left here, they lost their battleship to be able to cause a lot of the battleship that was spotting the Brisbane and just really influencing space over there. I don't really see a way that Pain can.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a 3-0 sweep for CRD to take home the Ocean Cup 5 championship, which I believe will be CRD's first Ocean Cup win. So, what a just... I did not expect this. I expected this to go game 5 from both teams. This was just...
When down goes the Vermont as well for Pain's Armada. So yeah, this has kind of been a repeat for a lot of these 3 games as they are able to take out down goes Galaxy Wolf as well. Like it's... Once it starts getting desperate, a lot of the dominoes do fall. They were able to take... Pain was able to pick up 2 kills on this one, made it at least a little bit interesting, but it was a lot of same old. They try to play for caps, they play aggressively, they lose a destroyer or such, it jeopardizes their cruiser and battleship behind them, and it just dominoes from there. So really rough here for Pain's Armada, gonna lose all 3 games there, but congratulations to Crimson Dragons being your 2025 World Champions, Ocean Cup 5 winners.
So CRD just dominating, man. What an impressive victory by CRD. That was, I don't know, I'm speechless. I was not expecting that to kind of go the way it did. So let me go ahead and add a little image here. So CRD are your champions for the Ocean Cup 2025.
Yeah, just a big game, a big couple of games here for these guys. Just, I mean, they put in the work. They did absolutely everything they could to get to this point, to get to finals. And with the amazing collaboration that Wargaming has had with the Fleet Network for this tournament, doing a little bit of the publication for us here for the last week. I mean, this was big for all of us, especially here in the comp community. We're excited potentially for all the new faces, for all the new players that we can get for future tournaments, especially Rising Stars Cup that's going to be coming up in, I believe, March. We have All Stars Cup as well in February. So I'm excited to see what names we're potentially going to see there and the play styles that we're going to see there, especially with the new point system that TFN is adding. But I mean, we can talk about the future all we want, but right now is CRD as your world champions. So massive congratulations to them.
Let's see if we can do an interview and kind of get some insight from them. So hopefully this audio will work. video. Input device. Test. Go ahead and see.
I asked Ironblood.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and ask them. 5. Like some of them are already doing some interviews. So
Yeah, Ironblood's in the German one right now.
utter domination by CRD, making a huge comeback. Showing from weeks ago the absolute complete change. Pause this music. Do we have someone in the Discord? Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, let me go ahead and pause my sound real quick.
Yeah, it's Rambo and Big Sip.
So,
Is it connected to that one or this one for that?
it's connected to this one right here.
Okay.
So, what's up, guys? So, let me see who is in here. Sorry, just have a lot of stuff going on.
I'll have you do it because I
Yeah.
can't hear them.
Yeah. So, Big Sip, Rambo, very unfortunate loss. We wanted this to, go the distance, game 5. I mean, it's unfortunate. I've been in your guys' shoes, losing a cup like this. I don't know if you guys want to say anything.
Yeah, I mean, first off, like, kudos to TFN and Wargaming for putting this together. So appreciate that. When it comes to the game, I mean, I imagine this is how the Super Bowl felt last year for the Chiefs. Like, just felt like you got outplayed in every facet of the game, and that's exactly what CRD did. They put together a game plan that directly countered everything we have planned. So kudos to them. I actually want to give a big shout out to their ban when they banned Brisbane. That was a huge target ban on us. But no, they deserve all the credit here. That was a great game plan and great execution.
Yeah, yeah. It was just really interesting because 2 weeks ago, you guys just it felt like the opposite. You know what I mean? But I mean, you guys made it really far. Second place, Ocean Cup, 5. You guys put in some work, and I mean, you guys are an awesome team. A lot of good players. I mean, congrats to CRD obviously for winning, but is there anything I guess you guys could have done differently? Maybe, something for potential other teams that are kind of looking up to you guys or reviewing this footage?
Yeah, there were a couple points. We struggled to finish ships. They stayed alive. Like, really good job staying alive. Other than that, like, I think it's just little things. Our DDs were going down when we were leaving them on less than 5k health, so finishing kills. And the ship picks, like, I can't say that. Like, being able to set fires with Brisbane while Lino is just doing AP and getting a lot of ricochets when you get into comp because people are, they know how to angle up against it. But
Yeah.
I mean, this, don't get me wrong, this is disappointing. Well, hey, it's double elimination, right? We get another week, is that right?
Is it?
I'm joking.
Okay.
We're the only team that doesn't
got
get double elimination.
You got me good. Yeah, that structure is kind of interesting, but since GK Racer is here with me, I'm gonna pass the headset over to him. Maybe he has a question or two for you guys, and let me pass it over to him.
Thanks, Vlad. All right, what's up, guys? It's GK here. I just wanted to say, first off, to the two of you, absolutely massive congratulations to make it to finals. I mean, you guys have been the like, especially you have a lot of guys from Europe, but a lot of your guys from North America. You guys have been the powerhouse team for a few tournaments now, so it was kind of I shouldn't say an expectation, but it was no surprise for me to see you guys be the first team to clinch the finals. But um, as I overheard slightly, you were saying a really good ban from them to ban the Brisbane for you guys, and they were just able to exercise that against you guys really hard, and just as I heard you guys kind of say as well, just their ability to stay alive seemed almost uncanny. So just I wanted to say really big congratulations to you guys for making it this far. Just I've looked up to I especially beginning of this year, I didn't even know what competitive play was. My first tournament was Winter Cup. Both of you and Pains Armada as a whole has been a great time to be my second home, other than Task Force Kraken. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that, and just you guys are gonna have it here in the next one. So I just want to hear, I guess, what are you guys' initial thoughts, and anything. I know he said anything that maybe you guys could have done differently. Is there maybe a few other strategies that you guys had that you maybe could have pulled out? Is there just what do you think? If you were to do it differently, what would you do differently?
Yeah, Rainbow, you have anything to say to that one?
When it comes to the strategy part of it, I've always had the role to, I guess, look at whatever our leaders, like Big Sip and Halo and Galaxy, those guys, I look up to them for strategy, and I kind of supplement the DD part of that. And we have really good discussions. To be honest with you, I don't think our strategy was bad. I think that their strategy was just that much better. We weren't expecting to get walloped that hard, and you got to give them more credit than discrediting what we did, because they just outplayed us at every facet, just like Big Sip said. It was awesome to see how good a team can be. And also, this is the farthest we've ever made it to Ocean Cup or in Ocean Cup. So that was kind of a success part on our end, that every time we get in Ocean Cup, we do better and better. And hopefully in next year that we can pull it off and actually get the dub and be on that list of teams that have won it. It's, in my opinion, it's probably the hardest tournament to win, because there's a lot more teams and a lot more variability. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a very awesome experience throughout the whole thing. Very, very stressful, but also like very rewarding. So kudos to CRD for doing such an amazing job of prepping against us. Because I mean, we had two back-to-back series that were really close, Iolo and CRD, and then to lose like this is like completely out in left field, in my opinion. We were blindsided big time. So it was just more, not that we weren't prepared, but that they were just more prepared, and that's really how teams win.
Yeah, I can absolutely agree with that, and especially with the off week that you guys had last week. I don't know if you guys were able to get practices and everything, but you guys, I agree. The strategies from you guys were really interesting, and I did enjoy watching the gameplay of that. And as you said, they were just Crimson Dragons was firing on absolutely all cylinders and more this whole entire tournament, and especially today. So they were able to come out absolutely putting their meat on the table and just basically exercising just how good of a team that they are. They really are, I believe, the best team in the world right now and the ones to beat. So I wanted to say thank you guys for doing the interview with us and everything. It's been a lot of fun, especially since I didn't know Vlad and I live so close. So this was fun to get together and do this in real life stream for this and everything. And thank you guys for giving us the opportunity by making it this far. So I appreciate you guys. I'll play with you guys at some point, both of you a little bit later, whether that's today, next week, whatever it is. But I mean, I look up to you guys. I understand how it feels. I'm also really excited for you guys and happy for you guys that you made it this far and you're able to wear that with a badge of honor. So,
For sure.
I mean, congratulations on making it this far this tournament, and good luck on getting the W next time. So, thank you,
Yeah,
Big Sip,
appreciate it,
and thank
guys.
you, Rambo.
GG, KDS, GG.
Yeah, GG's.
GG. Thanks for being our opponent again.
Always. Anytime.
Always spicy to fight you guys, man.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I look forward to the next championship.
Okay.
When we meet you
We
guys. So
definitely will
GG's.
see us again. GG's.
Yep, and welcome into the room, KDS. I mean, no other way to put it. Your team absolutely dominated today. I don't think there's any other way that we particularly could have put it. Just an absolute domination from your guys' side. I know that you must be proud about your for your team and for yourself as well. Just what are your first things that you want to say?
I'm pretty glad to fight that we get a rematch against Pain after we got an extremely spicy, what was it, semi-final, quarterfinal?
Yeah, the quarterfinal there where you were
after going into the 5th rounds against them, it was like our win streak was broken.
yeah, you've
but,
won literally every single game up until that.
Yeah, we did, and then we got down to the lower bracket against SOA. I think also twice. Yeah, we did fight them also twice, and now being in the final was like the goal, because finally we did win as a first place a tournament.
Yeah.
After getting like 4 times second place.
I mean, you guys absolutely showed up. It was clear from the beginning you guys were not playing around whatsoever. So, and I heard before the tournament that you guys were picking up Godzini as a guest player. I mean, absolutely best.
Yes.
Just an absolutely massive pull for you guys this tournament. He's been so good for you guys every single week, putting in the work.
Absolutely.
And also watching today from Chris just getting super good shots and valuable shots on people. I saw, especially in that second game on Neighbors, he hit the Priest and the Gdansk from almost 18 kilometers away within Ohio. That is some serious skill right there. So
absolutely, and I need to thank Zinni definitely for having interest in like joining us for the tournament and being a part of the team. He did an absolutely great job, and it's a bit sad he's going back to his own team. But I definitely like to play with him in tournaments and outside of it, and he did an absolutely great job.
Yeah, of course, we've got the looming threat of Rising Phoenix potentially being that new super team on the horizon. But until then, you guys can you can break out the champagne and celebrate, because this was your tournament, absolutely 100%. Yes. So all the times that you came up short, well, guess what? You didn't come up short today. You're a champion today. So I just wanted to say congratulations. Just absolutely played perfectly. I can't even I don't think there was a single thing that you guys could have done differently that would have made the outcome of any of those games more brutal. Just perfection down to the absolute last minute detail. So I just wanted to say congratulations. Vlad, you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you over to Vlad now, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, where's our favorite streamer? Vlad,
Guten Morgen, my fellow girthy Germans.
What's going on?
Hello, my girthy Germans. Congrats. You guys are Ocean Cup 5 winners. So let me just go back a little bit. 2 weeks ago, it was went to game 5, and it was completely different than what we saw today. To be honest, it just Pain. It went to game 5, but Pain clearly, had the better strategy and won. But what did you guys change to just dominate and win this 3-0? Did you guys do any strat changes?
The buns changed everything, right?
So
we got outbanned in the first game against them. We banned a Gauden that they don't even play, and we banned the Gdansk after it anyways got nerfed, right? So I think now we hit them pretty hard with those two bans, Vampire and Brisbane, and you could see that honestly their comp didn't really work out well together. I mean, the Mino and so on, that is just like a very bad substitute for Brisbane in my opinion.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems like
I-
you guys caught them off guard. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think our band picks disrupted their like strategy chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
because having like a less range radar and not having zoning torps and the DPS of a Brisbane, I think it's a ginormous impact for a team that uses it pretty well, and also having not a vampire, like one of the most survivable DD in the game right now. I think that that hurts a lot. I mean, the bans from Pain against us are also pretty strong. Like we don't have any sonar utility on the cap besides daring.
Yeah.
But I think overall the things we changed, especially on neighbors, did switch the points in our favor. We lost now I think twice or three times on neighbors,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
hard. And after the conclusion, what was going wrong and what destroyed us so fast, we figured out how to turn the table.
Yeah.
And we calculated the point management and the health management, I think, to a pretty high standard for us, and it worked out.
Yeah, you guys definitely made some good adjustments. We could tell by the gameplay. And yeah, congratulations to you guys. You guys played an awesome game. Um, yeah, your first Ocean Cup win. You guys deserve it. You guys played really well. You adapted your strats, and uh, hopefully, maybe next Ocean Cup we might, see some WASA action returning, and maybe we can
Announcements coming in. Let's
yeah,
go.
Coming soon.
Let's go.
little teaser possible, so that'll make it a lot funner.
I would love to see you guys back on the field.
Yeah, I remember.
But I hope you still feature us in those awesome videos that you're making. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Yeah, I'll be casting at the same time, streaming and getting your guys' live POVs.
Very good job. Yeah, thank you.
Well, good job. Shout out to CRD, Ocean Cup 5 winners. Good job, guys. Well deserved. Good adjustments. And yeah, thank you for the interview. It was a long journey, but you guys made it, and congrats. That's all I have to say is good job, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay, girthy Germans, take the Ocean Cup 5 cup home to Germany.
Let's go.
You guys got to fill it with some sauerkraut, some bratwursts, and some beer.
I mean, I'm just hoping that I'm making it through my fantasy league right now. So I'm in round 1. I'm already down to the next competition.
Oh, okay.
I hope that some of my players will make a comeback, man.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah.
I want to also send some greetings, if I may,
Yeah.
to my uncle Rudolph. I mean, he was watching all of our games together with his prison inmates in the cafeteria. And he
Oh,
was
hell
always
yeah.
going for your stream.
Shout out
So that's
Rudolph, watching from prison.
Yeah, man, he was supporting us all the time, and yeah, I mean, shout out to him.
That's a lot of
and the crew.
dedication, keeping that phone in the prison pocket, so
Absolutely.
so huge shout out to him for, being able to do that.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
All right, I'll head out. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Take it easy, guys.
Thank you.
Danke schön. Danke schön.
Bye.
See you. All right, guys, you heard it from both teams. Kind of a little breakdown. There were a couple winners. Let me resume this music here. So turn it down a little. So any winners from the giveaway? There's still one left. Actually, it just ended. Or no, there's 1 second left. Or no, timer. Okay, pick winner ended. So this will be Sindri. So complete. If I look at the history, we have Sama that won $5. DM me on Discord. Alexis Dick Us Bigus. What a fucking epic name. DM me on Discord. Sama won again, and then Sindri. And then was there anyone else? No, so 4 people. So just shout out me on Discord, and I'll send you guys those $5 Steam, Xbox, or PlayStation gift cards. And subscribe to GK Racer. If we can get him, anyone watching this after it's not live, if we can get GK to 100 subs, I will do a massive giveaway, because he's an amazing content creator, very well skilled, good caster, and we can, definitely use someone like him in the streaming community. So let's get him to 100. And yeah, so with that, I'll go ahead and pass the mic over to GK if he wants to say something, but I think that's gonna do it for us. So peace out for me. Thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna pass the mic over.
So the biggest thing is just thank you guys for showing up. This is a big day for all of us, especially for hosting Ocean Cup finals. Unfortunately, my team, Task Force Kraken, we didn't make the finals, but we were excited to play in this tournament the whole way. I got to meet a lot of new, familiar, friendly faces along the way, made a few enemies, made a few friends, and just I wouldn't trade it for anything. So just for anyone else who maybe is still watching this at the end, plays the game, enjoys potentially watching what we watched today. Our team plays a lot more aggressively than either of them, and that's maybe why we lost, but at least we have fun while we do it. So, and that's what all this is for at the end of the day, is even though we take it seriously and we put so much work into it, at the end of the day, this is all still for fun. So, congratulations Crimson Dragons for bringing it home. Congratulations to Pains Armada for getting as far as they did. And just thank you to everyone for showing up. And yeah, if I can get to 100 subs, that would be pretty cool. I'm planning on starting to put out some more videos. I've been streaming on Twitch almost every day this week. And I've got quite a few that I'm potentially going to do voiceovers on that I had some pretty fun or some pretty stupid games. So if I get to 100 subs, I'll do a meme video on this past update on the clips I've gotten. So I use that as a little bit of incentive, I guess. But thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it, and it was great to meet you as well.
Yeah, today, man. So. Good shit today on the commentating. Sorry, guys, for the audio issues. I'll prepare better for next Ocean Cup, but Streamlabs kind of takes a shit when you have that many POVs open. So I'll do some. I mean, I prepared for this for quite a while, and we actually had issues at the start, but then everything got good. We solved everything, but I think it's just having the 6 different POVs kind of threw Streamlabs off. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed all the coverage we had.
Just last thing real quick, are you casting Diamond League at all?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But another thing I do want to mention is Feel My Flame. Huge shout out to Feel My Flame. He helped cast a few games with me. Actually, quite a few games.
Farah as well.
Yeah, Farah was in there, yeah, too. So shout out to her, but big shout out to Feel My Flame. One of my best friends. Thank you for helping me cast the game's Flame, if you're watching. And that'll do it. Peace out, boys.